Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, all eyes have been on interpreting the latest Federal Reserve minutes. The minutes of the last Fed meeting were out a few minutes ago, and they show policymakers struggling to decide exactly when to raise rates, not if. Most agreed they need to go up relatively soon. Remember, at this meeting there were 3 dissenters, and that was the most since 2011. There are 2 more meetings scheduled this year on November the 2nd and December the 14th. Traders have all but ruled out that the meeting that takes place just before the week of the November 8 US presidential elections. So they currently see a 70% probability the Fed will raise rates in December. There is data out for August new job vacancies today in the US. We already have the September non-farm payroll survey, so today's job openings data is a little dated. But it confirms a steady August American labour market, even though it reported a dip in the level of job openings. This fall was driven by a decline in vacancies for professional and business services, which is a bit of a surprise. Overall vacancies may have been down, but the level of new hires was stable, as was the rate of separations. And staying in the US, their recent splurge in milk production is taking a toll on their dairy farmers. Even organic milk producers are failing to get any premium these days. The European drop in production is about to be followed by an American one. In Australia, their ComInsure scandal has prompted regulator ASIC to investigate the life insurance industry. They found one life insurance company declining more than 1 in 3 total and permanent disability claims made by its customers. 3 other life insurers dismissed a quarter of those total and disability claims. The number 1 denier of claims rejected 37% of them. ASIC didn't name any of them, so it's impossible for customers to know how to avoid the worst insurers. The FAO reported overnight that world food prices were up in September, largely driven by a rising cost of sugar. They found prices had increased by 10% year on year, almost 3% in August alone. Sugar surged almost 7% between August and September, largely because of unfavourable weather conditions in Brazil. Meat, dairy and vegetable oil prices also rose, but cereal prices declined slightly. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is now up to 1.77%. Maybe one background reason for interest rates rising is that Saudi Arabia is borrowing huge amounts to fund its government following the sharp slump in oil prices. Following the Fed minutes, rates eased a little. US benchmark oil price is a little lower today, now just on $50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just over $52 a barrel. The gold price is lower as well, down $2, now at $1,252 an ounce. The New Zealand dollar has held yesterday's levels overnight, but that has risen following the Fed minutes release. It is now at 70.9 US cents, and on the cross rates is at 93.5 Aussie cents and at 64.2 euro cents. The TWI is now at 74.9. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.